Hello, everyone. Welcome to the podcast about nothing. I am one of your hosts, Keeson. As you can probably tell, I'm doing this in post-production because I jacked up the intro so bad on the live feed, I couldn't post it. It was really bad, guys. But nonetheless, to give you insight about our podcast, we talk about things from culture, social media, current events, sports, and really everything else in between. We always talked about this stuff in the group chat and kind of figured why not go ahead and put it on wax. This is the pilot episode, so there will be more to come, and we appreciate you all for listening and hope we gain a consistent listener. So enjoy. All right, so for our first topic, we're going to jump into about the pandemic. So as you all know, hopefully you guys are all safe and quarantining and taking the right social distancing measures. So earlier this year, about February, March, we got hit with a pandemic, and basically the whole country was forced to quarantine. You know, some reluctant, some were okay with it. But I'm just here to get you guys' thoughts and just talk about how you're dealing with the pandemic and see, how you're feeling. So whoever want to start off, y'all can go ahead and go.
Well, I'll say during the pandemic, I feel like it's the time to grow. You can figure out what you like and what you don't like. And I know it's a lot of jobs and stuff like that haven't been going well, but I mean, so really now you can figure out if you can hustle or not. What can you do on the side to make money and bring in income? I've seen a lot of people do like masks, people selling masks, you know what I'm saying, dinners, all kind of stuff. So I feel like if you apply yourself, you can make the best out of nothing.
Sure, yeah, man. Just piggybacking off of my boy, man. It's true. Like during this time, really just show what you got, man, and what tools you got in the bag and what you can add to the bag, man. So I say for myself, I found out some things about myself, man, that I can add on, especially future references of multiple streams of income. So I say for me, that's how I've been able to handle the pandemic. Is like he said, man, just finding out multiple things about yourself.
And as far as the pandemic, I mean, I feel like this has just been the time for entrepreneurs to shine. You seeing people make money in all different ways. And me personally, I mean, the pandemic's, been good for me. I mean, of course, I feel bad for all the people, who lost their jobs. But I was able to grow, come up with a plan, and just better myself physically, mentally, and musically.
So my man Cino just said, hey, to hell with everybody else that got to struggle. Y'all in the pandemic. I'm in the pandemic, baby. I'm in the pandemic.
Beats on another level.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that either. But I mean, like you said, it's a way to work on your craft because like 3 Point said or Taya said, it helps entrepreneurs shine because it's like, okay, now we've gotten resources stripped from us. What can you do now? What is your trade? What is your special trait? What is your craft? And I see a lot of people like with the dinner plates, I've been seeing that business boom, and I've seen some of them even up food trucks from the, selling plates. So I'm just happy to see that people who have a chance to maneuver around the pandemic and find a way to make money and still survive, essentially, that's great to see, And I mean, for myself, I have a government job, thank God. So layoffs or, unemployment wasn't really an option for us because, we have our money guaranteed, but just seeing how people react and act towards this situation, it gave me more appreciation for life and saying, you know what, there could be chances where we could be down and out, we can be effed up just like everybody else out here, but we're getting together and we're figuring out ways to do this, which is kind of why I want to start the podcast, because I'm like, hey, we talk about this stuff all the time in our group chat. Why not just put it on audio and throw it out there? I mean, yes, this is the pilot episode. This is going to be real rough, so please don't judge this 4 or 5 weeks from now, if we're still doing it and saying, listen, it's going to be rough.
That good.
Yeah, like it's going to be rough. Like that's just what it is. Like we're testing this stuff out. We're going to keep going with it, if we like it and see if this works for us. But so yeah, I appreciate anyone that is listening, but I just want to say thank you first and foremost. Shout out to the hustlers, shout out to the pimps, shout out to the pastors, shout out to everybody, man, because this stuff is real, and I want people to understand that there are outlets for it. Like for me, I like to talk. If you haven't realized now, I like to talk. So
taking up all the mics.
Now, I feel like one of the biggest things that the pandemic is done in the good way is people have to adapt. Like business have to adapt. Like as far as like restaurants and stuff like that, like when the pandemic first happened, like a lot of people moved to curbside, being able to still run their business, So like being able to adapt is the biggest thing. How can you make it work through this situation, or are you just gonna give up? So I mean, it shows that people like if you're willing to work and make something out of nothing, I mean, you're really good to go. But now on the corporation side, like the big corporations like Coke, Cargo and stuff like that, they have the means to send their employees home with work equipment and stuff like that. They can do work from home. Now, if you're a waitress, you can't work from home.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, it's pros and cons to it. But, I mean, I feel like if you adapt and make the best out of nothing, you can kind of make a change.
That's true, too, man. It's definitely about adapting. And then one thing I want to point out, too, is during this time, I think a lot of people um, forgot about relationships with, whether that's family or friends or whatever. Like we took it for granted. You couldn't go out the house. You couldn't go do certain things. So then it's like when you was with your family, y'all had to do things. Y'all had to get back closer, get even closer, and it's like we kind of forgot about the small things, whether that's relationships with just people in general. It's like advantage of those, and we got to build upon those. And as we see now a lot of people are like, man, I want to spend time with my family and my friends or my significant other, because it's like you had a point in time where you couldn't do that. So I say the small things are not forgotten about as much anymore. So I would say from the pandemic, that's certainly something I've gained. I'm sure that's something that other people have gained as well.
Do you feel like you and your girl have gotten like closer since the pandemic? Or I mean, I know y'all all been locked tight. Y'all been the epitome of a strong black couple, a power couple. But
right.
just kind of
Yes,
wondering,
sir.
do you feel like y'all gotten even closer during this time with the pandemic?
Oh yeah, for sure. Because it's like a lot of times we would go out and do activities. We like to do activities, but for the main part, we got to just sit there and talk, or really just pick each other's brains or figure out other things that we both might like or like to do. We figured out more about ourselves, and it came to a point where we was like, man, I mean, you like that too, I like that as well. So we just found that out about ourselves, and like I was saying, just finding out more about you and the other person, man, it helps y'all grow a lot. Figure out that y'all got a lot more things in common, whether that's your significant other or your family.
Yeah, I feel like people too have been. A lot of people I've been hearing a lot of people say like, this pandemic is either making or breaking your relationship. You really realize can you deal with this person on an everyday basis? Because I mean, you go from y'all see each other before work or after work. You know what I'm saying? There's a few hours in between, and you usually sleep, go normal schedule. But you wake up and you got all day with this person. Can you really tolerate this person? You know what I'm saying? And like, you got to really look. It really shows like the person's true colors. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, is it gonna make or break our relationships? So that's pretty much how I look at it too.
I mean, even though Thompson's the only resident, taking fellow up here, my man's got a long rap sheet, but it's all good. Hey, my man's a changed man. It's all good. We love him to death.
Chilling, bro. Chilling.
All right, bro. Remember, bro, I've known you for what, 10 years now, bro? Trust me, I know what's going on,
I think
bro.
it's been that long?
Has it? I know you before I've known. No, actually,
I know you for a minute.
Yeah, I've been knowing Thompson
know
since like 6th grade.
6th grade, that was a minute.
Probably
That was
maybe
a minute
7th or 8th for us because basketball.
Yeah.
And then, I think, how long have I known you, Cino?
12 years.
Okay, so so I've known Cino the longest, so 12.
Yeah, so we kind of like a decade in with everybody.
Basically,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
basically a
yeah.
decade.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
shit, time flying so fast. That's really what it is. It's
Yeah.
a decade, basically.
Yeah,
But,
for sure.
yeah, so I'm glad to hear you guys' thoughts on that. I just think that right now, this is an important time for everyone, and I just pray for people out there that aren't making it. And I sound cliche when I say I hate when people say my thoughts and prayers. And now I'm like, I realize I say that unconsciously, but I really do, wish the best for everyone. And I hope that you find some type of time to be around family. And even if you don't have family, find some type of support groups. There's options out there. Right now it's snowing here in Wichita, so I mean it's kind of hard to be out and about. But for the people that can get out and about, find a support group. Find some type of social club where you can just have an outlet to be yourself and not, be free of judgment. And be able to get through times like this. So, all right, y'all. So, what we gonna do next? All right, everyone. So, another news. I don't know if you guys been keeping up with it. I mean, it's kind of hard for you to avoid it. The whole Megan Tory situation. So, long story short, we don't know the truth. We don't know exactly what's even going on. Truth be told, but what happened essentially was there was a party at the Jenner residence, the Kylie Jenner. Okay, side note, why do we keep associating with them, bro? Like, they always been nothing but trouble. Why do we keep associating with them? That's what I'm trying to figure out
Every single one of them.
Because it boosts people's brands. If you know them, I mean, if you think about it, I mean, I don't know if her and Travis is still together, but look at all the collaborations he done got. They probably didn't taught him how to brand himself. We got PlayStation now. He just got McDonald's, Jordan brand. And there's a few other stuff that he's just
He
been
did
going
that
crazy.
virtual concert too.
Vir-
He made all that
Fortnite,
money during the pandemic.
Virtual concert.
Damn.
And
What
didn't have to do a damn thing.
I think he made like $30 million off that, didn't he?
He didn't even perform, bro. It was a song he's already had out. That's the
Right.
thing. The song was over a year old.
Yeah,
Like, how?
Millions of viewers. So, like, I mean, shoot. His brand
We'll talk
really-
about them Kardashian some other day, but
Right.
yeah. So long story short, Megan and Tory were at Kylie Jenner's pool party. It gets late. They decide to leave. They're leaving in a car together. It's apparently Tory, Megan, Meg's friend, or some type of associate, a female associate, and then Tory's bodyguard. Long story short, what we do know is some way, somehow, a gun was discharged and Meg was struck in the foot, per police reports. Then I saw things come out that Tory was actually going to be charged and for felony gun, not felonious gun possession, but for gun possession and reckless use of a firearm, which I think carries 15 to 20 years minimum, something like that. So, yeah,
He already got in trouble, right?
Yeah, he got in trouble, but I guess they brought formal charges, but he hasn't been, because he got arrested but bailed out. So somehow he got bail, and it's usually you don't get bail for stuff like that. But who knows? Like I said, everything's still been hashing out. They've been all over Instagram and Twitter, and Tory dropped an album, and I'm like, yeah, this is all confusing, truth be told. But that's Hollywood for you. But the real question I wanted to get into is because I saw bits and pieces of Meg's live, and she was talking about how she feels that black men don't support and protect black women. And granted, I don't know, I'm assuming she was just speaking on this situation in particular, but based on the way she had worded it, it sounded like that she was speaking in like a generality that we don't protect our women. And I just wanted to hear y'all thoughts about that. Like, do you really feel like that we don't protect our women? Do you feel like we could do better, or do you feel like we do enough? Or
I say yes and no. I mean, we think about it. Whenever a black man's in trouble, who's the first people to run to save us? A black woman.
Right.
True.
That genuinely is trying to help us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Not faking the funk because they have a fetish for black men. So, I mean,
shots fired.
Right.
Yeah.
Go ahead. No, my bad. Go ahead.
But I'm saying, like, black men should do more to, we should be doing more than the black women are doing to protect them, you know what I'm saying? These are the women who are going to be the mothers of our kids, you know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of good black women out there, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people, I feel like a lot of the media always makes it, like we have those shows like Love and Hip Hop and all that stuff where it just makes black people look terrible, like we just full of drama. Even if we get some money, we spend our money on dumb stuff and we just argue, we can't keep friendships, we can't keep relationships. So, I mean, I feel like black men 100% should be doing more.
I say I agree, man. I feel like for the most part, we can't speak on everybody because we don't know everyone.
True.
But for the most part, I feel like at this particular point, black men do need to do more on their end to protecting our black women and basically just put them first, man. A lot of times they're not really put first, and in that situation is we just got to reciprocate it and do even more and beyond, because we are the man, we are the head, we are the leader. So in that stand, and with saying that, we do need to do more. We don't do enough as much as they deserve.
Word up.
In the Megan Tory situation, which was kind of like an eye opener because, like she said on her live, like she still tried to protect him even though he was the one that shot her.
For sure.
She's like, I wasn't even gonna say nothing. I don't want him to go to jail. That's crazy for her to say. I don't want him to go to jail, but he shot me.
I mean, then again, she also said she realizes, especially the time we in, a gun goes off. It's 4 black people in the car, and a gun go off. You don't know who the hell that's registered to.
Like, no, I'm about to call the cops because she might not have made it, or she might have got taken to jail. Yeah. They see a automatic rifle in the car. I don't know if it was an automatic rifle,
a pistol.
But whatever it was, you never knew what could happen. So I got where she was coming from.
Yeah. And I mean, I feel like that, and as Thompson said, I don't agree with the whole generality that black men don't protect black women, but there's
a lot of black men that do protect women.
Right.
Ride for black women.
Hell, we can look all the way back to the Panther Party. They were, made because they wanted to find a way to protect our neighborhood, even though America somehow villainized them and made them seem like they were bad, but somehow the Klan's still rolling around. Either way, long story short, I feel like that, we can't generalize every black man like that, because I want to believe that I've done my part to protect the black women in my life. Same. Even black women that I don't know, if I see them in distress or danger and they're asking for help, I'm always going to want to extend the hand and say, okay, how can I help you? Now, that also comes with, some pullback, because you never know, because there's some people out there that will set you up.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, you in the back of a van and you're hog-tied and shit.
Yeah.
But, so for the most part, I do want to believe that we trying our best. I feel like I can speak for everyone here that we do what we're supposed to do when it comes to protecting black women, because we all have black mothers.
Yeah, and I don't understand how black men can disrespect black women if you come from a black woman.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I look at my family, my mom, my aunties and all them. They do whatever they can for us, you know what I'm saying? They go above and beyond. They could be dead tired and they'll still cook that meal for the family. You know what I'm saying? So
true.
Why can't we do the same for them? We could be dead tired, but it's like men sometimes feel like, oh, well, my wife will take care of it. But you don't realize, like for instance, if my mom goes out of town, we all looking, when I used to live with my parents, we used to all look around like, what we gonna eat? Which, I mean, we ain't nothing in the fridge, you know what I'm saying? My mom be like, figure it out. But then you realize, like, once they gone, not saying my mom's dead or anything like that, but once they go away for a little bit, you realize, like, damn, they are important.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
I need you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And my mom always instilled in me good values. So I feel like how can I not protect a black woman and have a black mom? You know what I'm saying? Like, she means the world to me. Every black woman will mean the world to me. You know what I'm saying? Because we know what kind of cloth they're cut from.
Right.
Yeah, I agree, man. For my mom too. You know, she always been there since day one. You know, never turned her back, never gave up. So, I definitely agree with that for sure. I just feel like we just don't take advantage of what is in front of us sometimes until we just come into a situation where it's not really there. And I just for the most part, we just got to take the responsibility to do more. You know, a lot of times it's just like we feel like certain stuff is enough, and it's like it's not.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else you want to add to that, Doug?
Yeah, and like Ron was saying in ties, like about their mom, like my mom, you know, I grew up really good, but it wasn't always like that. Like my first 3 years, you know, it was tough. Like my mom was she had to go back to school to get her master's, you know, so she had 3 kids. She's like, well, I'm not making enough money, so I got to go back to college and make enough money so I can take care of them. So I probably stayed with my grandma like the first 3 years of my life, because she was back and forth from Lawrence every other day. So I really didn't see her that much. I was staying with my grandma, so I always tell her thank you for that.
Right. And I mean, I think, you know, unfortunately, our mothers, black mothers in particular, you know, they're usually the ones that make the ultimate sacrifice, because unfortunately, they're the ones that hold the bag. You know, once the child is had, you know, if the father wants to check out, you know, he just, all right, deuces, and she's left to hold the bag, and it's like, okay, I have this child here, I got to find a way to take care of it and raise it, especially being, you know, for me in specific, my mom, she was a single black mother. I'm a boy. I'm a man. She's a woman. So putting that responsibility and burden on her to raise a young black man, that's probably one of the toughest jobs in the world. Aside from actually going to clock a 9 to 5, that ain't even a 9 to 5. That's a 25/8 job. You know, she's trying to teach me, you know, what she thinks is like to be a man, when in reality she will never know because she's a woman. Right. And I think that, you know, they don't get enough appreciation for that, and that's why, you know, I guess I could take this little minute to say thank you, Mom. I love you very much. The honorable, the wonderful Miss Chantel. Probably gonna get mad if I use her full name, but you know, that's how you know I love her.
Giving out my government name.
Hey, you keep exactly what she gonna say. Boy, what the hell wrong with you? He's supposed to look me up now. But either way, I'll probably edit that out. But either way, you know, I just wanted to just say thank you to, you know, and I want to say thank you to all your moms. You know, I've met all your moms at one point, and they've been nothing but nice. You know, they seem like they're the type to go out on a limb. Ms. Nikki, she's usually the comical one of us, but out of the mothers. But nonetheless, you know, I feel like that, you know, our mothers have made a lot of sacrifices, and I do believe that, you know, it starts off at home when it comes to protecting black women. If you don't have that at home, you can't go out there and expect to protect another black woman. If you don't respect or protect your mama, you ain't gonna be able to do it out there.
I think too, my biggest point too, I look at it as the first person to jump in front of a bullet for a black man is gonna be a black woman.
Without thinking.
With no question. I can't say that about any other race. So how can we not protect a woman who's willing to die for us? If you know what I'm saying, like, I don't know. I don't see how people can say you can't protect a black woman, because like they'll do anything for a black man. Period.
It's about the deepest ties gets, y'all. So y'all gotta appreciate that man about to shed a tear behind this man. He's talking about mama, man. He's talking about mama.
Nah, but I just don't think it's right. No other race is gonna jump in front of a bullet, and that doesn't just go for black women and black men. You know what I'm saying? Right. We got to look at it as all we got is ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We could argue. I could argue with someone black all day and go at it and be mad and all stuff like that. But at the same time, if somebody tripping with that same person, I'm gonna be there for whether we enemies or not.
Right. And that's why I, you know, wish that, you know, and I hope for a future where, you know, black men could quit, you know, you talking about jumping in front of a bullet. I pray that black men can stop putting bullets in each other, because what's the point? Right. There's no point to it. We don't get anywhere. We don't progress as a culture, as a race, as a society. We don't progress if we can't find a way to not do that. So, again, you know, shout out to all the moms out there. Shout out to the black women out there that's holding it down.
Yes,
25-8. Shout out to the black woman that's out there playing the mommy and daddy. Shout out to the black woman that's out there just doing a damn thing. You know, God's greatest creation, in my opinion. You know, nothing wrong with the black man. I said I got a black father too. I love him, even though he gets on my nerves too. I love him. But you know, this is time for our mamas. So again, shout out to the mamas out there. Anything y'all want to say to y'all mamas?
Yeah. Well, I got a question for y'all. So since we on the topic, what's some ways that we can protect our black women?
That's a good question.
That's a good question.
See, you can't answer like something live, bro. This is live. This is live.
Yeah.
I can answer. I would say just being there from the jump, man. Given just how our women love us through our stages, we got to do the same for them. You know, a lot of times, like a woman to be there and have your back through whatever stages you're going through. You know, maturity wise, we got to do the same for them. We can't just be easily to cut them off.
Yeah, I think we look at
emotional decisions.
Yeah, we look at women like, okay, if she's not already set, then we don't want her. If she we don't want to go through the growing stage with a, you know what I'm saying, black woman. It's like, okay, well, she ain't got her stuff together, so I'm not gonna mess with her. But a black woman in a heartbeat, if she feels like you the one, she gonna help you get to where you need to be. She gonna give you a chance. Now, I hope they don't baby you to that point because then you get comfortable. But she could tell you to be. She could, you know what I'm saying? She could be on your ass like, you need to do this, you need to do that. And I feel like black men should take it as, oh, the black woman's always bickering. Like, no, she know what it takes, you know what I'm saying, for you to be successful in this world. She gonna tell you need a damn haircut because you ain't finna go into work looking like that. You know what I'm saying? They gonna hold you down like that. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I feel like that's what we got to do. We got to like appreciate what they do for us, and as far as protecting them is like the same way they treat us, we need to treat them. You know what I'm saying? If she gonna help you get to your phases or where you don't want to act right or you think you know everything, you know what I'm saying? You got to be there for her when she go through that. You know what I'm saying? So everyone wants a finished product, but I mean, you got to don't want to put the work in.
Trust the process.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Who you think you is, Joel? Trust the process. All right. But yeah, so again, shout out to the moms. Anything y'all want to say directly to y'all moms? You know, thank yous, anything I love yous. Or...
I love you, mama. You already know that.
Yeah, she know how I feel.
Yep. Shout out to moms.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, y'all. Let's get on to the next topic real quick. All right, y'all. So next topic is we're gonna talk about is social media and you know how it's affecting our generation. This is encapsulate all types of stuff in social media. So it's not gonna be just one concentrated topic, but it's a lot of things social media. First question: y'all got social media? Just
yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. So y'all know where we going with this. Y'all know.
We know exactly where you're going.
All right. I'm gonna give my floor. I'm gonna give my man 3 points to ISO. My man Tyus, he want the ISO with this one.
Right.
So, I'm gonna let him get the ISO.
Top of the key.
Contested jumper.
Pour flat. Nigga, get the fuck out the way. Nah, but I look at social media as it has a pros and its cons. Like, if you got a business, you can really flourish on social media now. Like, people literally run businesses off social media. For like me musically, I can, you know what I'm saying, put my music out, let people know what I'm doing, what I'm working on and stuff like that. A good way to like, you know, network. You can get in contact with so many people now. They don't always reply, but you can always find a way to get to people. You know what I'm saying? So I look at it as pros in that, you know what I'm saying? But the cons of it is the lifestyle that people see that they try to live and they can't live that. You know what I'm saying? So we see a young 23, 24-year-old, he driving a brand new, you know what I'm saying, Lexus or Mercedes or a Range Rover. We like, well, what'd he do to get that? You know what I'm saying? But everybody doesn't have the same path. So we look at it as, oh, well, I'm not doing enough. Or, you know what I'm saying? Or I haven't made it yet. And it's like, you look at it, we 24, you know what I'm saying? I look at a lot of older people too. It's just like, they get to a certain point, but a lot of them have worked to get to that point. Sometimes it's given, you have rich family members and stuff like that. But, I mean, even for women too, they look at it as, like, a lot of women's self-esteem goes down because they look at an Instagram model. It's like, well, why isn't my ass fat? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Why is my body not looking like that? Right. And even if you go to the gym all the time, doesn't necessarily mean you're going to go from, you know what I'm saying, to look like a social media model. And a lot of those women don't look like that in real life. You know what I'm saying?
No.
So it's a lot. Yes, I'm saying a lot of surgery, a lot of editing the photos. So I feel like a lot of women's self-esteem goes down if you don't get a whole bunch of likes or you don't have a lot of people who, you know what I'm saying, lust for you. The same goes for dudes too. You know what I'm saying? You look at a dude's profile. Not saying it's me or any of us in here, but like people who have low self-esteem can look at something like, okay, he got all these girls going after him. What am I not doing? Right. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of people try to live fake rich lifestyles. A lot of people, you think, oh, they must got money. In reality, they really ain't got no money. Everybody fronts to get in certain rooms, but you can get into that room, but are you going to be able to stay there?
Hey, y'all hit that one on the head.
Are you gonna be able to stay there?
Hey, my man got the assist on that one. That's one of the ice over Thomas got him the assist.
Hey, he came and sent me a screen. Right. he got the switch.
Yeah, bro. But I mean, yeah, like with social media, I guess my thing is you know, I prefer to use it as a tool for positiveness or. Is that even a word? But anyway.
Bucko education.
He had that one in the tuck, man. So I can't win, y'all. But they at my crib disrespected me, bro. This is crazy. I can't win here. But either way, I mean, I look at social media as a tool more so than anything. I think people confuse, you know, social media with using it as a tool versus using it as a map. And I think that when they see stuff that they see on social media, they think that, okay, it has to be X, Y, and Z. And then, I mean, you also got the people out there that, you know, like to front on social media and act like that they got it all going on, when in reality, you look around and see what they really living like. It's like, come on now.
Yeah.
Like, there's no need.
Brand new beans in the front yard living in Section 8. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, or my thing is this. I guess the craziest thing that I recently found out, probably like when I say recent, about 2 years ago, is that a lot of these folks just go get Airbnbs and have full-on photo shoots in those things, bro. They don't go get a mansion.
Travis saying, like, come on, bro.
Bro, did you just see that one trick where it was like a post where, like, there's like an actual set, like, it looks like it's a jet.
Like she the private, yeah.
The airplane?
Yeah.
And then she tried to flex, and then people figured it out, and she tried to cover it up with, like, well, that everybody knew it was a set. Like, no.
Like, stop.
We're not hearing that.
Stop the front, because you was on social media bragging like some $1 million dude was flying you out to piss on your face, knowing good and damn well that is not what's going on. I get tired of it, bro. I'm just tired of it, man. It's like I don't get the whole reason for doing that. Now, and granted, I understand. Self-esteem is self-esteem. Cool. Am I saying I'm the most confident person in the world? No. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to sit here and be someone I'm not, especially if I know there's people that know me that have social media too. Like, that's the thing. It's like, y'all act like these other people don't got social media and can't just out y'all like that. Now, granted, not everybody's like that, and I'm cool with that because I'm not the type of person to out somebody. If I know you front, I just know you front. I'm not going out you on social media. That's none of my business personally. But why?
That's something you got to deal with. They got to deal with internally.
Exactly. Because my thing.
Face that every day.
Because let's say you try to use that clout to pull a chick, and she find you, oh, he got a Benz, he got a mansion. All right, bro, you go pick her up in that damn hoopty. You pick up that 96 Accord, bro. You gonna have some explaining to do. I'm just saying, you gonna have some explaining to do. You pull up in that damn 92 Corolla, you better have a good reason why you riding in that, because she's gonna look at that. And that's the thing with females; they're so accustomed to seeing these guys on social media. They think that the guy they get with, if he a quote unquote regular dude, which is one I hate that.
I hate that word, regular dude.
Hate that term.
I hate that term.
But if he's a regular dude, it ain't good enough. Like, why a regular dude gotta go buy you Gucci, Prada, Birkin, like this whole little Birkin
just
challenge.
like that shawty,
sweetie, talking about some. If he ain't a Birkin,
if he ain't paying your bills, or like, I'm like, come on, man.
Like really, if you wasn't sucking up Quavo, let's be real, where would you be at? I'm just being honest. Like, I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. I mean, I'm real and raw with it. Like, what's the point?
But the thing is, like, if I got that kind of money, I'll buy you a Birkin. If you got your shit taken care of, you know what I'm saying, as a gift.
It's a gift. Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. It's not
I'm not buying you a Birkin to get your attention or to keep you around.
Right.
You didn't got your own hustle. If you could buy a Birkin yourself, then I get it for you.
Just as a gift to say, hey,
because
you
you're grinding.
Yeah, exactly. You get where you need to be.
I know you was looking at that, but I just beat you to the punch. Here you go.
Right.
That's what it's supposed to be. But if you do that as an expectation in a relationship, shorty, you're not gonna last. You're not gonna last, because guess what? There's always gonna be someone out there that's better looking than you and gonna do some more tricks than you. That's the law of the land.
No,
that's the law of the land.
Facts.
So it's like at some point this has got to stop. And you know, I guess another thing that creeps me out on social media is the simple fact that it somehow became so over sexualized. It's wild.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro.
Like you shake your head, bro. Go ahead, bro. You got it.
Nah.
It's right there, bro. I see it. It's right there.
Nah,
bro.
I was just gonna piggyback off you saying it's like I don't have a problem with sex workers. You do what you need to do. You know what I'm saying? It ain't got nothing to do with me. It ain't affecting how I sleep at night. So that's why I don't get why dudes be going at like, bro, she doesn't care about your opinion.
Right.
But my thing is too, is like, it's like, to get attention, let me show off my ass. And then they look at it and say, well, no man wants me for me. Well, no man wants a woman who just wants her attention off her ass. You know what I'm saying? Most men who are like real dudes want somebody who, they might have those assets, but not everybody else can see them. And she's more than just that.
Right.
She's smart, you know what I'm saying? She has quality. She brings you up, you know what I'm saying? She does all these things. So I'm going to take that woman way more serious than someone who just posts on me their fat ass. Man. Now, I'm not going to say that everyone who does, like, because there's people who do, like, gym stuff, like, those are motivational things for other people.
Right.
But, like, if you're using it like, oh, someone. I need somebody to send me some Cash App money, so I'm gonna put my ass on there. It's just like, I mean, I can't. Now I don't have a problem with it, but I can't take you serious at that point.
Right.
Like, do you know, stay in your lane, do your own thing, but that's just not my way to go. Like, you just gonna be out there by yourself. So.
Okay, so now since we're on the topic of sexualization of social media, how y'all feel about the new huddle?
Hey man, so back in high school, I had my huddle link in my bio for years. Well, I feel like a lot of these females, man, they got what you call it, OnlyFans in their bio.
No, you don't know it,
bro. Whatever that fucking means.
Yeah, that's they huddle, account. So it's like, man, here's my thing. One, I don't really care because I got a girl. I'm doing my own thing. But for the most part, it's like,
my bad, little COVID.
They just with that, it's like I'm not gonna sit here and judge you for what you doing.
Like I said, we ain't got a problem with it.
Right, like I don't care, like don't affect me. But at the end of the day, it's like when you come complaining, when you get certain
type of dudes come after you,
certain type of dudes, certain type of attention, or you're not taken seriously, or someone has something to say about it, you get mad or whatever, and it's like, or you basically saying it's okay for people to do that, and it's like, it's not cool. Like, not saying I'm gonna judge you for what you're doing, but that ain't the way to go.
Yeah, I don't care what anybody else does. It's my life that I'm living.
Right.
But I just can't take you serious if I go to your page and it has OnlyFans. I'm not looking at you as a wife anymore. You know what I'm saying? Now, some other dudes might think that's okay, and that's perfectly fine. But me as a person, I can't. So let's say I go to a business meeting, and it's like everybody brings a wife. So what do you do? Oh, I'm a lawyer. Oh, what do you do? Oh, I'm a doctor. Oh, I'm an entrepreneur. What do you do?
I make content.
Yeah, I'm a content creator.
Oh, you got a YouTube channel? Let me see it. Not specifically.
It's private.
Yeah, like
private.
It's just like
it's a $9.99 charge to get it. Oh, so you wanted it? Okay.
So
okay.
So the type of life that I want to live, it's not gonna fit for me. Now, if it's somebody else, and it works for them, cool. Hey, cool. But that's just not something that I would do.
I guess my thing with OnlyFans is, again, do what you got to do to make money. I understand. A lot of them are doing the way to pay through college. Cool.
I've seen people use it for good reasons, though.
Right, and that's the thing that pisses me off is I feel like a lot of things, this is just universal, a lot of things that could be used for good get exploited by the wrong people. Yep. And the next thing you know, you have a situation where you have OnlyFans women telling, oh, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that, but it's okay to sexualize other people. Like, here's my thing, is I see this all the time on Twitter. I see, women with OnlyFans, and they're promoting OnlyFans and saying, sex is good, sex is cool. I get it. Sex work is sex work, you do your thing. But then you have an issue when a woman of age is dating a man that's slightly older than her. Like, this whole, I don't know what this whole obsession with it is, and I don't want to say it because I don't want to get flagged or marked because it's going to go online, but, the P word, the pedophilia. Right. So I don't know what this weird fascination with it is people are, this 18-year-old girl, she's dating a 23-year-old guy. Oh, he's a file. And it's like, whoa, wait.
But she can post naked pictures online.
And an older guy can see him.
Exactly.
What's the difference?
That same 18-year-old girl can charge $9.99 for you, a paywall, $99 paywall for you to see herself, in her birthday suit, but she can't date a 23-year-old guy because it's a 5-year separation. I don't get it. Like, that's what I don't understand. Is why
not saying that any of us would date a woman like that, but like people have a problem with that. And just like the one, I think there was a girl who was on TikTok who was like maybe 16 who was doing like explicit stuff like posting bikini.
Oh yeah.
And then somebody told the school and she got expelled. And everyone like, why would they do, like, she's underage? Does that not make y'all feel uncomfortable? She's just doing what she. I don't care.
Right. That's my thing. I'm trying to figure out is how. I'm not trying to poop on the women empowerment movement. I'm okay with it. I get it, but there's got to be lines drawn. Like, y'all can't say y'all for women, but then criticize every single step a woman takes in her own personal life. Like I said, you can't sit there and get mad at the 18-year-old for dating a 20. They can say the man's 30. I mean, it's weird, but we can't say there's nothing wrong with it. She's legally an adult. She is legally an adult, so there's nothing wrong with it. Y'all can't be okay with that. But then when a 16-year-old girl is posting lewd content on TikTok, well, she wanted to express herself. You know what I did when I was 16 and I expressed myself? I got a basketball and went to the damn gym. Right. I picked up the sticks on Xbox and talked crap with my friends on Xbox Live. Like, that's what I did when I wanted to get away and express myself. I didn't go and post lewd content knowing good and damn well that there's ramifications for that. You can't. It's illegal. You can't do it. So why are y'all championing? I don't get y'all champion certain things and then say no to certain things that are totally legal. I don't get it. Even if y'all can even say it's not ethical, okay, cool, whatever, but there's no laws being broken, so why champion certain things and then get mad when someone sees that and takes advantage of the loophole and they say, well, you can't do that. It's like, you can't play both sides of the fence. It makes no sense.
Yeah, and like we saying again, we don't care about OnlyFans. I'm not against sex work, but if you do that, there's stuff that comes with it.
Right.
And there's a way people are going to look at you. You know what I'm saying? When you do that. Just like when you look at a person who's a corporate woman, you're going to look at her, okay, she's smart. You know what I'm saying? She knows what she's doing. She's about her business, stuff like that. When you look at a OnlyFans girl, even if you have all those qualities of that same woman, people look at you as, okay, you're just selling your body for money.
Exactly.
What do you associate yourself with?
Right. And it's like, you can't walk into my job. On your resume, I'm interviewing you, and you say, I make content, and I look at your resume, I see on the content, it has your OnlyFans link. I'm calling the police to escort you out. I'm calling the police to escort you out because, like, what are you doing? Like, you can't do that. That makes no sense. And like I said, I'm not against it either. I know people are gonna say, oh, he's a woman hater, he's a sex worker hater. Okay, cool. Yeah, okay, whatever, fine. You know what? I've been labeled many worse things in my life. But at the end of the day, we have to find out the happy medium. If you want to do sex work, cool, but you can't try to make that law. You can't govern what other people do in their private lives and say what is right and what is wrong at the end of the day. And that's just my piece on it. I know we're about 14, 15 minutes in on this, so we did kind of go in on it, but it's just the simple fact that I feel like social media has taken a turn for the worse, and now it's become overtly sexualized to where now people expect that is the norm. If you don't see a pair of ass, or you don't see a pair of tits or some ass online, oh, well, I'm not in the right place with social media.
And the thing that I hate seeing, not saying that it gets on my nerves, but I just hate when I see, like, for a dude, this is a perfect example. If a dude posts on his Snapchat, send me a tip, I'll send you something, or asking for money, oh, he just a broke ass motherfucker.
Man.
He broke as hell. He ain't got. Now, if a girl says, send me a tip, and some weirdos out there, well, let me go send you $50 so you can get your nails and toes done. Let me send you this, let me send you that. But if a dude does that, he broke as hell. We ain't gonna fuck with him because he ain't got no money, this and that.
Right.
So it's kind of like,
You begging?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
what?
it's just like the rules always switch when it comes to certain situations, and that's what makes it kind of annoying.
All right, so yeah, we're going to get off the social media topic, man. We did go in on that one, but yeah, I mean, like I said, for you OnlyFans ladies, ain't nothing wrong with that. Don't send a brigade at us. We respect what y'all do.
Hey,
we
get
just
to the money how you get it.
Yeah, we just ask that y'all try to, like, just be down the middle. Don't be
Right,
far
have an
one
open
side or far the
perspective.
other side. Yeah, just use common sense. Damn, like, I gave it to you. You use it, please. But we're going to get to the next topic real quick, y'all. All right, fellas. So, kind of, I guess we can say we just kind of piggybacked off our last topic. It's my fault. I stopped it, but I wanted to get into gender roles. You know,
Yeah.
now we're gonna get to more of the bigger picture. You know, I know we talked about black men and black women and all that stuff. And we kind of touched on expectations that people have of other people. So like with gender roles, like with me, I don't really believe in gender roles because everything, especially now in these days, everything is really fluid. Anyone could do anything. Like there's women out there that I know women that make. Hell, I had a woman that was a boss. She was my chief. So I mean, there's women that make just as much money, if not more money, than men out there. So I guess for me, gender roles don't really exist. But I guess you can also speak into like a relationship type thing. Like she expects this, he expects that. Like how do y'all feel about gender roles?
I'd say I understand what you're saying, and it's like everything is a little bit fluid right now. With women being in higher paying jobs and things like that. Education-wise and degrees and things like that. I would say, like you said, for household-wise, there probably are going to be some gender roles, some things that the husband should take care of and the wife should take care of. For the most part, though, it just depends on how you approach it and your perspective on it, like your intent behind it. A lot of times, for example, like if it's a man, it's like gender roles is like he could tell a woman, I only want you to cook and clean, and it's like not saying that, because there's some households that still do that, not saying that anything's wrong with that, but then it's like you have women that still want their own lane or their own way or their own career. So it's like, and then you have a woman that will tell a man, well, you only supposed to do this, you only designated to do that. And I guess the thing is, when you don't want to put nobody in a box, especially if it's like your significant other. But then when we get into ridiculous comments or ridiculous sayings, as in like, well, if he ain't doing this, then he just ain't this, like da da da. Like a lot of social media stuff that I don't agree with.
I would say too, like like piggybacking off what Duran said. Like, there's certain things in the house that a man take care of, and there's also certain things that a woman take care of. Now, everything that a man and woman do in their own lanes, they can both switch lanes and still be able to do that. So I feel like a man should be able to cook too. You gotta learn how to cook.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? A man should be able to learn how to wash his own clothes. You know what I'm saying?
Must wash his ass.
No, but I'm saying, like, people look at it like, and you think about all the older days, like all the older people, like, they don't know how to cook. Older men don't know, so those older guys back, we'll say, like, probably in their late 80s and 90s, like,
right.
They probably don't know how. A lot of them don't know how to cook, or they don't know how to clean. They just, all they knew is go home, go to work, and that's it. Wife take care of everything else. I ain't gotta take care of
watch the game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I feel like both people can be able to do both roles. Now, as far as like discipline, when the kids come to play, I can't say as much because I don't have kids, but from my parents' perspective, is both parties can discipline. You know what I'm saying? Right. I mean, the dad is a little bit more tougher, and he might not be as emotional as your mom when she gets mad at you. But he's gonna say, when he needs to step in, he gonna say, "Hey, I gotta handle it," and then it gets taken care of. You know what I'm saying? Right. If the mom can't handle it. So I feel like gender roles is just kind of like a thing that we make up. But I feel like if you're a power couple, y'all can do both things.
True.
Both of them can.
Two heads better than one.
Yeah.
Word up.
Nah, that's true. And also, I just kind of look at it like it just depends on the relationship. Like, I mean, if your wife is okay with just cooking and cleaning,
she loves it. Like my mom
and you
loves
okay
cooking.
with it,
That's cool.
and she's okay with it, cool. But you know what I'm saying? You just have to communicate.
Right.
I feel like that's the most important. I feel like that's the most important thing is just communicating, because that's the biggest issue I see. Now, as far as like
scoot your chair up.
Now, as far as like gender roles, like with me, like me personally, I mean, I gotta be the breadwinner. Like, that's just me.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Like,
I respect that.
I just got an ego. I gotta be the provider. I gotta be the one to make everything happen. Even though I shouldn't probably be the one making everything happen, that's just the way I feel. Like,
you back now? You good? Yeah, I'm saying you're good now.
that's just the way I feel. Like, I gotta be the one to make stuff happen. You know, because that, I mean, just watching my parents grow up. You know, of course, my dad and my mom weren't together for too long, but just watching my stepdad and my mom, like the way they came up with their relationship, like my stepdad, I mean, he pretty much provides everything. And not saying that my mom does it, but just watching him, like, I kind of see the way he moves, and it's like, man, like, that's the way you're supposed to do it.
For sure.
Like,
Shout out to OG Whedon.
Make
OG.
it happen. Don't depend on nobody. You know, I can buy you a car and me one.
Yeah.
You know, like, that's just a
That
big
man got
flex.
deep pockets.
Yeah, you know, that's just a big flex I kind of want to have. It's just an ego thing with me. Not saying that it don't matter. If I'm making $200,000 a year and she making $300,000, like, I don't care. But I'm not about to be making $100,000. She making $5 million. Like, just
Damn. Hey,
you know,
hey, I ain't gonna lie. Call me a scumbag, but I want that, baby. Come on. Hey, we
it just ain't gonna sit. That just ain't gonna sit right with me.
Yeah, I feel like it's personal preference. You know what I'm saying? Like, for me, I like the idea of both of us being successful. So, I mean, there's been situations where, let's say she makes more money than you now, but in a few years she may make more money than you. I mean, you may make more than her. But I feel like it's an ego thing. Like, I want to be able to take care of my family because, like, I look at strong black men in my family. They take care of their families, you know what I'm saying? But they also have successful women, too. Right. So I don't want it to be a, let's say, pandemic example. Let's say I'm the only income. What do we do now? If you don't have a nest tree of money just sitting right there, unless you're making six figures, you probably don't have a huge nest tree to live off of for a whole year without no job. And so I want it to be like we both make enough money, and also want to have enough money to where, like, you know what I'm saying, my wife has her own money, I have my own money. When we come together, like, she could pay for this, I could pay for that. It ain't got to be like a one train thing. But I'm gonna always be the provider. You know what I'm saying? If something needs to get done, I'm gonna take care of it, just to show like I'm the man of the house.
And it does make it a lot harder because, you know, that means you have to budget your money even more. Because, like, man, I'm everything.
Right.
If something happens to me or if something happens to my money, then we all screwed. You know, so that puts a lot of pressure on you.
No, I agree. I agree with both of y'all. Like, I definitely want to be the breadwinner as well, and basically just be the leader. But at the same time, it's like, as a man, you really gotta. It really shows who you are when your woman can grow and be at her fullest potential too. You know, you don't want to be a man and be able to cap your woman off. So, as a man, it shows who you really are when your woman's at her full potential. But I definitely agree with you. I do want to be the breadwinner. I do want to be that leader. But not everybody sees it differently, which is, you know, it's whatever. But Yeah.
So I definitely see it differently because if she making $5 million, I'm making 100,000. Hey, I know that at the end of the day, I can live on my 100,000 if we ever break up. But baby, this $5 million might take us to the promised land. Hey, listen.
What you're saying too is like, for instance, like a lot of women now are getting to the bag now.
They
Right.
are.
So it's not like if
Black women at that, truth
Yes,
be
I'm
told.
saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So if a nigga leave her, she straight.
Man.
Right.
She ain't losing nothing. So that's why I feel like a lot of people stick around in situations because, like, I feel like back in the old days, like if a woman didn't work and all she did was wait on the man, she can't leave him because she ain't got nothing.
Right.
Now, a girl can tell you, I don't need you.
Bro, and have your
Keep
stuff,
acting up.
have your,
I don't need you.
have your stuff at the front door. Somebody, I got my name is on the lease. Like, damn, she right. Well, hey,
I better get in line at least.
Man, that man better get in line or he gonna be at Motel 8.
That's what I'm saying. The times have changed because now women are trying to get the bag because they don't need a man, and that's why they were saying like studies are showing that women get, you know what I'm saying, they get married later because they focus on getting to the bag.
And
So
also, I think that, oh my bad, go ahead.
So you just said that a lot of women out here are like, oh, I don't need a man. How do y'all feel about that? For me personally, I don't necessarily like that mindset because a man needs a woman needs a man.
Yeah, that's what I'm
not saying that's what you were saying, but I know
Preach.
there's women out there that really think
They
that
really
like
think like that.
I don't need a man. I could do this
Same
all on my
with
own.
men think that I don't need no woman. I can
like,
get it all by myself. It's like, bro, you can't do everything.
I ain't gonna lie though, I ain't met no men. The only men I've met that way don't they let me not do this. I don't want to.
But they're not like, oh my god, I need a woman. But it's like, if I don't have one right now, dudes are like, okay, I'm cool. But there comes a point in time when you need a woman.
Yeah, bro, you get cold, you get lonely.
Man.
You need a second voice.
You
know
get
what
on
I'm saying?
Snapchat, you see
Right.
your homies all booed up. You sitting
Hey,
there,
man.
you sitting there in your bed by yourself.
Right.
Hey, the hub looking real, the hub looking real attractive right now.
Hey, that nigga done been through about 6 pages.
He looking for the one that look like her.
Hey, lotion get low.
Hey,
Start looking for that sock.
Hey, we gonna cut it out right now for it.
but nah, I mean, I guess like I don't agree with the whole statement that I don't need a woman or a woman doesn't need a man. Like I don't agree with that sentiment because again, we look at procreation. The only way you can do that is with a man and a woman. And I'm not trying to offend the LGBTQ people. I hate doing that. I got a cop a plea. But it's our first episode, so I don't know who's listening.
Right,
But so
right.
again, no offense to you guys, but I'm just saying based on
love
science.
Love, man. I don't care.
Yeah, real talk. Yeah, but based on science, the only way we can procreate is if the man and a woman,
Right.
have intercourse.
That's how we all got here.
Exactly. So that's why I look at it as, we need each other. And that's why we got to hold each other down for the long haul because at the end of the day, when all those fails, all we got is us.
Right.
We the human race. We're the only race of our kind that we know of because I believe there's some folks on Mars, truth be told.
Yeah.
I believe them. I believe it.
You think they up there listening to some good music? I wonder who making music up there.
Probably Thug. I know they listen to Thug. They got it, bro.
Hey, they got to listen to Big Jeffrey.
Big Jeffrey.
But so I mean, yeah. As far as Earth, we're the only beings of our kind, so we need each other, because that's just how it has been since the beginning of time, So I think that gender roles eventually, like gender roles, is more of a thing that was going on back then. Like Ty said, the man goes to work, comes home, drinks beer, watches the game. The wife, she stays at home, takes care of the kids, cook, clean, all that stuff, and.
Bucko education.
Y'all done?
We just want to make this clear. Bucko is for Butler Community College.
Damn, dog, so that's what we doing? That's what we doing? That's what we doing?
We can edit that out.
That's what we doing? No, we keep it in there, but just know, just know y'all can't make not one slipping mistake because I'm on that I'm on y'all ass, bro. Pause. I'm not playing with y'all, so we gonna leave this in there. Y'all get your laughs off. That's all good. I promise you, don't ever mess up because this is being recorded. This is on tape. This is on wax. So just understand. Don't mess up nothing. You better go home and read a dictionary front to back. I'm not playing with y'all. But anyways. But yeah, I think gender roles are a thing of the past, and I believe that social construct is probably what is more so referred to as now. I remember you doing like a paper on that, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it did.
Social construct is what it is now, and with social construct, it's more fluid. There's ways to bend it, and you can fit as much as you want into that category versus gender roles and making it hard set. But I think that was a good topic, guys. How y'all feel about that? Do you have anything you want to add to that?
Yeah, and honestly, I look at it like I see some women say they don't want a man. Sorry. Some women say they don't want a man because honestly, they look at it like I don't want him to provide all this for me because he's gonna try to hold it over my head. And then, like, no offense, like, I mean, I see some dudes, even though you the provider, you doing this, you doing that, they don't give you a right to disrespect her. They don't give you a right to just act any type of way. And that's why, like, dudes look at me crazy when I say I want to have daughters because I want to teach them, like, you don't need a man to do everything for you.
A girl loves her father.
True.
You don't need a man to do all this for you. And if you're gonna allow him to do this for you, don't let him hold it over your head. Like, don't let him disrespect you. Don't let him treat you any kind of way because you see a lot of girls, man, they just in relationships just because of the lifestyle.
Right.
Hey, go ahead. Talk that stuff, Hey, that man Steph Curry right now, bro. Go ahead.
Not like a lot of women just in relationships just because of the lifestyle, and they let this nigga just treat her any type of way. And that's what I'm gonna teach my daughters. Like, if you are not happy, if he's not respecting you, if he don't treat you like I treat your mother, then you got to get out quick.
Man said, get out.
Well, I'm like, for real though, like a lot of people try to stay in relationships because of the lifestyle. So let's say she finds a rich man, she gonna go through hell to keep that rich lifestyle. She still want to drive that G-Wagon. Mm-hmm. She still want to come home to a big house. She still want to go to the store and buy whatever she want to buy without having to like think about it. But is it really worth their happiness to do that?
Bro, I'm telling you, man. Y'all be thinking I'm
same
joking.
Same thing with a man. Like if they find a beautiful woman that they don't want to let go, he gonna let her do whatever she want. But I want to keep her around because I don't want nobody else to have her. That's
I want people to see me as what I got. Like, oh, he got him a fine woman. People want that validation, so you got to be careful of that, man.
Hey, man, like I said, man, there's some females that go out to Dubai, and I'm sure they get pissed on their face and come back with 10 G's, and they go to the BMW store or the BMW lot and go pick up one off the lot, and it's like, what the? So I mean, yeah, it's saddening, but you know, hey. To each his own. Yes, if you like it, I love it. But yeah, the woman I'm looking for, she got to be a top-notch quality woman, because that's how my mama is. Like I said, I mean, I know my mom get on my nerves sometimes, but that's just what it is. I want a woman that's gonna have the same type of values and ones my mama has, because she ain't never did nothing strange for no piece of change, and I appreciate her for that. She never did nothing, unethical to make sure she could raise us. You know, she did it the right way, and she said, "Hey, I'm gonna make it happen one way or another without compromising myself." So that's what I want personally in a woman. But like I said, I'm still laying on that. I know y'all different, but hey, if she got $5 million, I promise you, I'm trying to tie that thing down.
I gotta have $5 million too, or at least $1 million.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Hey, if I had $1 million, so hey, at the end of
no way.
Hey, listen, baby, you love me to death do us part. Yep, all right, we good. But
good. There also is relationships to where the woman's a breadwinner and they still, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. I guess my thing is, I guess people might say, well, she gonna look down at you. You gonna look down upon, like, okay. That's what y'all think. What we got going over here, what's understood don't need to be explained, baby.
If you got your own bag, if she did, okay, cool.
All right, that's what I say. If I make $100K, I'm cool with that. Even if I don't make if I got $100K, I can live off of that because I live very moderate.
And if you treat her the way she needs to be treated, for one, she's not going to leave you. And if she does leave you, she gonna realize, like, damn, I really lost a good man. Now all the rest of these niggas is with me because I got money.
Because truth be told, another thing I want to just touch on real quick is a lot of women that are breadwinners or are getting to the bag, they struggle finding a significant other.
That's because they're so focused on that bag.
Exactly. Right. Or they feel like that, okay, this guy's not going to want me because I make more than him. And sometimes guys are just afraid to approach it. They're like, damn, she gonna twice my salary. Like, I don't know if I could do that. I can't keep up with that. I can't support it. And it's like, bro.
And a lot of women probably who make a lot of money probably don't even look at it like that.
They just want the support. They just
want
a man right.
They want a man that's going to treat them right and love them just as good. Mm-hmm. And treating, love also in the other sense too. Right. Because you can't be half stepping out here. If you giving shrimp, if you're giving out the shrimp special, then yeah, she might be like, hey man, we might talk about this. You might go grab one of them blue pills. But
oh man,
I'm just saying. But I enjoyed that topic, y'all. That was a good one. But we're gonna go ahead and segue to the next one. All right, y'all. So let's go ahead and talk about music. So. What have y'all been listening to? What do y'all like to see? Like, I mean, just I said like to see, boy. Yeah, that buku education. Hey, Harvard. Hey, listen, Washburn School of Law. I'm trying to tell you what I went to Washburn School of Law. But nonetheless, so what y'all been listening to? What y'all been liking lately? So I mean, anybody want to start? I mean, I can start where y'all want to. Whoever.
I mean, I just been listening to like a lot of smooth jazz, R&B.
Louis Armstrong hit ass.
Yeah, just a lot of old school, real chill stuff, man. Hey, just been chilling, man. I just need a different vibe. That's it, though.
You don't listen to rap music, right? No more.
Yeah, I took a break from it, man. I just needed a mental break, man. It was just
a mental break. So is that tough on you, bro?
Nah, man. It's
tired hearing the
y'all,
baby.
weighing that nigga down.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell y'all this for the people listening. Y'all know when y'all listen to rap, it can get you in a certain mood. It can get you a certain way.
Nigga, that's every type of music, bro. But I ain't
Exactly.
But
That's
the rap, what do you listen to?
No, go ahead, let him finish.
You know what I'm saying? If you listening to like you listening to savage mode, you're just gonna put you in a savage mode, like put you in a savage mood.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
Force One activity, my nigga.
So, bruh, I just need a mental break. You know what I'm saying? So I just took a different avenue as far as music. I've been listening to a lot of smooth jazz, R&B, just laid back, chill stuff, man. That's it.
All right. That sounds like some bullshit, but all right.
He can't vibe with it, man.
Then, like, as far as me lately, I'm gonna listen to a lot of Future, 50 Cent, Michael Jackson, and like Tame Impala. I just be in weird moods, bro. Like some days I might be on trap, some days I might be on old 2000s hip hop. The next day I might be on alternative rock. Like I love it all.
That man got 50's greatest hits on this shit loaded.
Nah, kind of like being that we both make music, it's like you can't really like section yourself off to one genre.
That's true.
Because like when you make music, you can get uninspired if you listen to the same shit all the time. But I listen to everything. I listen to R&B. I listen to a lot of rap, obviously. I listen to alternative too. So like really the same playlist, but I really it depends on my mood. Like some days I'll just listen to straight R&B.
Mm-hmm.
Like my favorite, like a few of my favorites right now is Snow Allegra and
Yes,
Gibby.
sir.
Those are probably like my two R&B like go-tos right now. For rap, I've been listening to Savage Mode a lot just because like it's just the energy it brings. You know what I'm saying? Like Air Force One activity, hoodied up, masked up,
Man.
But yeah, I really just listen to everything. Like I listen to a lot of Tame Impala. I like The Weeknd a lot, so I listen to everybody. So it ain't really
Bryson Tiller.
Yeah, Bryson Tiller.
Tiller,
Like,
yeah.
if you feeling like simpy, bro, if you cut that on, bro, you be ready to text somebody you ain't got no business texting.
Right.
Saying some things you gonna regret, but nah, I listen to everything. What you got on your playlist, Walker?
Hey, man, you know what? I'm going to be honest.
Cyrus.
That Cardi.
Man.
That nigga bumping WAP every day on the way to work.
Hey man, I can't win for losing, man. Fuck y'all. Anyway, but I mean, honestly, lately I've been listening to a lot of Benny the Butcher. He's probably one of my new favorite guys that I've came across.
That boy like lyrics.
Bro, I ain't gonna when it comes to rap, because my favorite rapper of all time is Nas. So I'm all about guys with lyrics.
Woke.
All right. Anyway,
Social injustice.
see, this is what we're talking about. I can't even talk. I'm the host and I can't even talk. Anyway, but yeah, I mean, lately I've been listening to a lot of Benny the Butcher. He just dropped an album called Burden to Prove. Benny the Butcher, he's more like that brick talk. Like I don't know, I've always liked guys like that because it's like I mean I'm not involved in it, but I know people that are involved with that. And seeing how they just, like I said, Benny, he's a wordsmith. Like he knows how to put words together and make it sound real catchy. That's why I like Push. I like Pusha T a lot because Push he talk that that white rap. You know what I mean? So I like that. But yeah, I love Snow Allegra. She's probably one of my favorites. If you hear this, baby, you don't know yet, but me and you we gonna make something happen. But I like Giveon too. Tyus, he put me on Giveon. I like him. The way, because his R&B is not to me typical R&B. It's more of that he has a voice that he has a voice that could just float on any type of instrumental. Like he doesn't have to have a certain sound catered to him. You can just put something on. He can just talk because
it's unique low octave voice.
Yeah, the octave he hits, it's a different type of octave. I think anyone that I can think of right now hits R&B. I'm trying to think who else I like listening to in R&B. Bryson, you can put Bryson in there. I like to listen to a lot of old Miguel stuff.
He's like a hybrid.
Yeah, like he does a lot of trap stuff too, but
it's like that's all he can really.
I mean, your trap soul is that really is him. That trap soul is him.
Yeah, it's really him.
But I like to listen to Division. That's another group of guys I like. Division is really good out of the OVO camp. Roy Woods is another guy at the OVO camp. He doesn't really get a chance to put out a lot. I'm not trying to throw things out there and say because Drake is taking his good stuff. I don't know. I'm not one of those guys that believe in the OVO sweatshop, but I do like Roy Woods. He's pretty good. Magic. I'm naming off a lot of OVO guys. I'm like, this man is a Drake stan, but Magic Jordan, they're a good group too. I like a lot of the Toronto scene.
Brent Faiyaz too.
Oh, Brent Faiyaz, he's untouchable. He's in that pantheon with me where he's a modern day legend.
Yeah,
he's a modern. So I don't even mention him. I don't mention him with these imbeciles personally. He's a modern legend. Brent Faiyaz, he's fired.
Yeah, he is.
I ain't trying to make no funny.
And he has a different sound too.
Yeah, like I like Brent, and plus like his stuff is more relatable. Like he talks about. Like you would think
Real
he
stuff.
would you would think he's a guy that went through life just as a normal person and just so happened to stumble across being good at music versus being a musician talking about his regular life. Like he reminds me of a regular guy that
tough too.
man, Don Toliver.
He's
He's probably the only feature that watched Travis on his album. Like he watched him. Like Drake had a nice feature, but I still give it to Travis, even though people disagree. I still give it to Travis.
Travis verse was hard,
but on that Can't Say, Don Toliver watched Travis. Like when I say watched, I mean he got Travis out the paint. Like that's featuring Travis Scott. To Project Donnie Womack that I listen to because it's really good too. I like Donnie Womack, but
I'm a fan of Janae too.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm not a big fan of Janae. I don't really care for
The
Janae.
album don't really slide. It was just too slow.
It was.
I don't like
on
Janae
there,
because
but-
I feel like she makes more R&B for women.
I don't mind R&B for
Yeah.
women. It's just to me, Janae. I feel like she tries too hard. I'm gonna be honest. She one of those.
Think
I mean,
so?
she was one of those like.
She has a super soft.
So here's a
voice, though.
story. There's a chick I met at one point in my life. She's one of those real neo soul type chicks. She's in the Essence and all that
Yeah, that's
stuff.
Horoscopes and shit.
Yeah, like she wants to read your poem. She
damn.
grabs your hand and reads your poem and tells you that you about to have 6
I'm
kids
not
and stuff.
hearing none of that shit.
Right.
You know what I'm
Get up
saying?
outta
She was
here.
like, when I told her I'm not into all that, she was cool. She laid back off of it, but you know, I would go hang out with her and I would spot and I would see that she got little tapestries and
Hey, you know what they say about the tapestries?
dog, it's going down. Oh yeah, that's a clock. That's a clock. It's telling you, yeah, you got to this time before it go down. So, you know, she had all that stuff. And like I said, she was real cool. You know, I hope she's blessed her. I wish her the best in her life. But, you know, she was one of those type of chicks. And she reminded me a lot of Janae Aiko because she liked Janae Aiko a lot. And to me, it feels like that Janae tries to be that. Because based on how I was introduced to when I first heard Janae, she wasn't the type of chick. She was one of those just innocent chicks that wanted to sing in that popish type lane.
I feel you
And
on
I'm not
that,
saying
yeah.
people can't grow and go to a different lane, but I feel like she tries too hard. But her music fits a certain demographic of women. And like I said, she was one of neo soul chicks. And I ain't gonna lie though, hey dog, listen. Hear me and hear me good. She did some things that I said, God, I know you looking down at me right now, but you gotta understand, Dr. Umar would approve. That's all I gotta say. Dr. Umar would approve. But nonetheless, yeah. So I mean, with Janae, I'm not a big fan of her. I don't really too much care for her music, and I guess, like I said, it's more so because the people I know that listen to it is kind of like those type of people that I don't always vibe with per se. You know, she was just one of those instances where she was just really cool, so I rocked with her. But for the most part, it ain't even like that for me. So that's why I was like with Janae stuff, I'm not a big fan of it. But ain't nothing wrong with her. So, but yeah, I mean, as far as like rap, I said Benny the Butcher. I play a lot of old stuff. Like I know, call me a simp, but I listen to a lot of Drake. I mean, Drake,
You can never go wrong.
I mean,
with Drake.
it's like,
He
I
gives you
get.
any vibe. You want hype music, he got it. You want slow R&B, you want dance hall, you want different shit like pop. You gotta get it all.
And I mean, even if he's not doing it to the best of, like even with the dance hall, he's not the best dance hall artist. Like you gotta look at Popcom, Vibes Cartel, but Drake can get in that lane and still make a way in
I
it.
don't care what anyone says. Drake doesn't make a bad song.
Well,
Ever?
You would just say like this song is just absolute trash. Any Drake
bro,
song. You could
Ratchet
say,
Happy Birthday, brothers, be Ratchet Happy Birthday. That shit was
Hey,
garbage.
when it's your birthday, nigga, that shit.
Bro, that shit is garbage. I'm not listening to Ratchet Happy
I mean,
Birthday on any
I don't think
circumstance.
Drake makes a bad song.
What
It
you-
might not be
what
a
you
song.
think?
I don't think it's a song. It may be a song I don't like as much, but it's not a bad song.
Ratchet Happy Birthday is a bad song, bro. I'm sorry. I'm gonna die on that hill.
Yeah, I don't like that song. Mob Ties, he can keep that.
Bro, Mob
Mob
Ties
Ties.
assy.
Sick of these
that.
niggas. Find some help. Hey, come on, man.
Bro, he ain't even
You
like
ready these niggas?
Bro,
Get
he-
rid of y'all niggas, man.
Oh, we the ops.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, and I'm be honest, Scorpion. Hey, relax.
I feel
Relax.
like sometimes Drake just be cheating the fans, but niggas hype it up just because of his brand. But I fuck with Drake.
And that's the thing
That's
with.
true,
I guess
too.
that's the thing with Drake. He's a victim of his own
Like,
success.
He can give people mediocre songs, and they think it's the greatest thing ever. He
Which
know.
one- which
He
one
know.
y'all
I'm gonna be
like?
honest.
Mob Ties probably took him 10 minutes to make.
I'm gonna be honest.
5 minutes.
God-
Not that that matters, but
God's
Yes.
Plan. I do not care for God. I mean, God's Plan is a good
I
song,
love God's Plan.
but
It's nothing.
put it this way,
Crazy.
Cardo murdered that beat.
It was
Shout out to
Cardo.
Cardo.
It was Cardo, Boy Wonder, and I think producer Yex. That was on.
So yeah, that beat is hard, but I'm gonna be honest, that was low. Even though it was a
I've
good song,
heard
it's a
it
hit.
so many times.
That-
He coulda gave
it was-
Hey,
more.
that joint was a club banger.
But what pisses me off is that because he dropped a 2-pack that year, it was God's Plan and Diplomatic Community. I ain't gonna lie, I love the rap in Drake. Where he's just in there talking his, machismo type shit. Like, bro, like he said,
Freestyle.
"Word to the flags on the hood of my Benz, very presidential." Bro, like you saying you the president, bro. Like, you saying you the highest in the land, bro. Like, when you talk that, bro, I got the sauce now, shorty.
Must have felt that bar.
Bro, I felt it, bro. Bro, I dropped 100. I thought I was in a Maybach, bro.
Hold on. Only nigga who give me that vibe to where I'm like, I'm in my normal Kia and I feel like I'm in a Bentley, nigga, is
Ross,
nigga.
Ross.
I could be in my motherfucking 96 Camry, heat up, headlight hanging out. Nigga, I feel like I'm in the motherfucking Maybach and I own the whole city, nigga.
Bro, they the police salute me, bro. They report to me, bro, type stuff. But like I said, back with Drake, like the diplomatic community, and I guess I was so frustrated when I didn't make the Scorpion album, because I'm like, bro, like, I feel like
he could have took some of them songs off there.
Exactly. That's what I want to say. Like, I'm not trying to say Scorpion's trash. I'm not saying it's the worst album he's made, but there was a lot of it was oversaturated. 26 songs, bro. I think it was oversaturated.
Yeah.
And he tried to do the whole A and B side with the rapping and the army. It's like,
but
bro,
like 40 was saying in the podcast, you can't have a Drake album without more than 20 songs because he has so, like, you got to feed the people who like Drake talking his shit. You got to feed the club. You got to feed the dance hall, the R&B. It's impossible for him to make a 10 album.
And I think that's where, unfortunately, I want to hear what Certified Lover Boy sounds like. I hope it sounds good, but I'm going to be honest. If it doesn't meet up to expectations, I wouldn't be surprised because, in my opinion, the last great Drake album, and it's going to piss a lot of people off that are listening because they don't agree, I love Views. I love Views.
Oh, Views?
Views is one of the...
You with me or what?
Bro.
That shit had me ready to...
Bro, I was like, I had to reevaluate myself on some of them songs, like, and I guess because the way he made that album, it was very, like, timey, like I can listen to certain songs in the summer, like Controller. That's a summer song. I get in the club, I dance with a shorty, then you got
Nine have you a different vibe and give you that, like,
that's a winter vibe, like, you just cruise through the city and just like, bro, that's the type of stuff you can listen. Man, let me look at this track list, like I said.
But I think one of Drake's realest songs is March 14th when he talked about the sun. That was a real song.
March 14th is
very authentic.
And I love Drake's song. He's like, if you're reading this, it's too late. The 6 in my, you and the 6, where he's talking about word to my mama. I'm sick of these niggas, mama. Like, I love that's like an ode to his mother. Like, I guess it's me because I was raised by a single mother, so I understand where that pain and that love comes from. Like Ian Sandra's Rose on Scorpion, that was a good song. It's a dedication to his mom because he's just talking, hey mom, this is me being my most.
Took I'm Upset off and put Diplomatic.
Bro, honestly, I got
tired. Was not good.
You can tell that was just him. Honestly, I think that was supposed to be a diss to Push, but he ended up scrapping that because I'm like, bro, there was, and I'm gonna be honest, I think even though people don't want to hear it in this forever, however old, I think Push got the dub in that beef. Push got the dub, bro, because he hit him. Here's another thing that
hit him where it hurt.
Exactly. I mean, granted, a lot of people knew he had a son, but the fact that he exposed it and violated, like, bro, you are literally playing border control with your son. That's wild. That is wild. You're keeping son from coming across the border. That's wild. Then the fact that the name of the song was a story of Adidon, bro. Remember, Drake was getting ready to leave Nike. Adidas, because Adidas has Beyonce and Kanye right now. Now imagine Adidas having Beyonce, Kanye, and Drake. Use his son as a press run for his Adidas line, but Push spilled the beans and exposed the. But back to the Views thing, like, you with me or what? Feel No Ways. I love that song. Feel No Way. Like, I love that song, bro. Like, Views is an album where I can listen to based on the time it's in, and it's like for no matter what period of time of the year it is. That's why I like Views. That's probably one of my favorite. That's my
like 9 and Fire and Desire.
Fire and Desire, Redemption. That's a good one too. Faithful. Bro, I was in this singing that to the top of my lungs, like I could really sing, bro. Like,
bro, don't sing.
Yeah, Western Road Flows. Man, that was good. Then, of course, the titled album Views, where he was just in there talking and shit.
What was the first song that Drake that put y'all on him? I think it was
Room for
the comeback. The comeback was mine.
Room for Improvement. I forgot what. I think it was Replacement Girl with him and Trey Songz off of Room for Improvement. I think it was like his first Medman. That's the first time I heard.
Comeback season was probably mine where I first.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, because comeback season, because it was Room for Improvement, comeback season, and then November. What's it called? Damn. Where he has the for the.
I know you're talking about.
So Far Gone. Yeah. That's what.
Yeah,
So Far Gone. I think that's where he really accelerated, and I think that's
my favorite songs by them is motherfucking Money to Blow.
I got money to blow.
That was way back.
I like Say What's Real. That's the realest Drake song I ever heard.
Bro, talking just that, just spill my heart out on the track, and that's the thing. He can do that.
Artists can't do that every time they get food.
Yeah, that was good.
Somehow Drake does it every song.
Yeah,
every album he has a song essentially like that.
But I'm saying it's like a couple songs, but he ain't gonna make a whole album. Right?
True.
But as far as like on some mainstream shit, like when I heard Hotline Bling, I was like, he on another level. But as far as like on some mainstream, like as far as Drake, when he dropped Hotline, Like
Hey,
I'm like,
niggas is in them.
nah, I don't. I might not personally like that song, but when I heard it, I said, man, this is a hit. He finna go to another level. He finna touch a whole nother like.
That shit was in the clubs in college all the time.
I remember when the video dropped, I was in the garage making beats with my boy Rosie. We just like, bro, like this is a hit. Like, damn.
The
Like,
crazy thing is I think that was Drake's first solo #1. He never had a #1 song in the country until that point. I was like, that's crazy out because I think he was what?
he just went to another level on some mainstream.
Like,
when he
hell,
dropped that.
I
was
think
like,
Drake about to be 15 years.
damn.
What? Room for Improvement dropped in what? 06?
We talking about like in the game though, like to where he's running shit.
so far.
Oh yeah, he's probably a decade. Well, okay, now let's talk about this. Now let's talk about this.
As far as running shit, it's 15 to now.
Yeah, let's talk.
Okay, I was gonna say because now we got to look at because remember we talk about from 2010 to now. We got to include Wayne. We got to include Nicki. I know.
I would say more of how he's a household name during that time period.
Well, do you agree with C-Notes from
I don't think
2015
he
to now, or do you
dominated
think it was?
once Hotline Bling came out 2015
Yeah,
to now?
yeah, he wasn't dominated before that.
But he's
Are
out
y'all
of the
sure?
game.
Because Take Care won a Grammy, and that was 2013.
But we're talking about the rap game.
He won,
That
bro.
wasn't a rap album.
I just don't feel like
We had the
Drake
box
was-
over this one, bro.
I mean, it's kind of. I would say just like
But
Jack, it was just like Rex. It was a hybrid.
But
No
that's
one
the-
had
but-
ever
but that's
heard
the thing,
anything
we-
before like that. That's why it was so good.
But okay, we don't consider that a rap album. That means we got to take a lot of albums away that we call classics. We got to take a lot of them out. Tupac, bro.
Yeah, we gotta.
I was about to say
yeah.
Tupac has at least 2 albums where actually majority of it is him singing and talking in poetic melody. We gotta throw those out of there. If we gonna say Take Care is not a
right.
rap album, we gotta. I mean, granted, it's a hybrid. I agree, it's a hybrid,
one of
but
those things that we. It's like that's why Trap Soul was good, so good. It was something new that no one had ever heard before.
Right.
Exactly.
Like a nigga really singing on trap beats,
like,
with
bro,
soul in the back.
TM88 had a placement on that shit. And I'm like, how? So I mean, that's why I'm gonna say at least 2013. I can't say 20. He was running it way before. He was running it way before we got to 2015, I believe. Now you just mentioned names, like I said, there was big names there at the time. I mean, hell, Eminem was still dropping. I'm not a big Eminem fan, but I acknowledge his. I acknowledge he's got bars, so he was dropping content back in that day.
8 Mile was like the greatest movie, one of the greatest movies of all time.
This nigga Tice.
I'm not a
Hey,
big
Mom.
Eminem fan neither, but his
I respect it. Like he got fans. The
That
nigga's
second
like
album,
this nigga. He
like-
won't make an album for 5 years. He'll drop one and will go #1.
Easily. A million
Buy
copies.
them.
And it's like,
Platinum
how?
the next week.
Bro, it's like these stands are wild, bro, but he helped coin it. Well, Nas coined it first, but nonetheless, they said we gotta give my man Nas credit. But anyway, yeah, so I mean, with guys like Drake, you gotta look at him as more of a legacy act now.
Yeah, I think he has a classic album.
Do he has a classic album?
Who?
Drake. I'm gonna say
Take
yeah.
Care. Take
I
Care.
say
Everybody
no.
loves Take Care, man.
Y'all gonna hate me for this? I only
say
Take Care as a
no.
classic.
Why?
I don't think it's a classic.
I mean, it's to each his
I don't
own.
think he has
Yeah.
a classic
Yeah.
album, period.
Okay, now you smoking.
yeah,
What are you talking about?
Because there's not like a Drake album where I say like, oh, I love the whole entire. There's not a Drake album out there that I say like, okay, like I love every single song on here. There's always like 5 songs on every Drake album that I like. And then I don't like the rest of the album.
So what?
The
album do you
only
think
the
is a
only
complete
full
album?
body of work I really liked from him was Thank Me Later. Those were my vibes.
So
but-
what album? Let's name and say Drake. Do you think is like one of the best full bodies of work?
Yeah, you can hear you. We about 20 minutes.
It's really
in.
not a lot, bro. Like, in the last 10 years, when we talk about rap and you talking about classics,
Savage Mode 1.
no.
Dirty Sprite 2.
Yes.
That nigga love Future.
And good Kid, Mad City, Kendrick Lamar. That's man.
hey, that's fire.
I was so wrong.
Damn
about
was
that
good
album.
too, man. Let's not.
That's
Okay.
fire.
I was so wrong about Good Kid, Mad
Born
City.
Sinner
Like,
was
I'm-
a great body.
Bro, J. Cole
Born
gets
Sinner.
left out of so many
But
conversations.
he
does
don't
get
put himself in those conversations. He just he'll drop an album and then you won't hear from
Bro,
the nigga for 2
2014
years.
406 Drive is probably my favorite album.
I
from
ain't gonna
him, bro.
Born Sinner, man.
Born
There's
Sinner was
some
good,
bars on
too.
there that I was like, damn, bro, really speaking.
So okay, let's
I feel embarrassed about dissing Kendrick Lamar the way I used to. Like I can't believe
As you should.
I can't believe I used to talk down on that dude, man. That dude one of the greatest rappers ever.
damn.
Like top 10.
Whoa. Okay, I mean
Teach his own.
Teach his own. Yeah, teach his own. My top 10s will look different from everybody else's, but all right. So let's talk about. Hey, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't
Try-
do that, bro.
try to call
30
Quest.
But you a boom
Don't-
bat type of nigga.
Don't do that,
You
bro.
like boom bat, right?
I like all
bet.
types, but don't sit there and talk boo. 36 Chambers is watching damn near every other album you can think. Don't do that, bro. Don't fucking do that.
talking about
Don't
Nigga,
fucking do that.
nobody even
36
said that it
Chambers.
was bad,
Bro,
I
you
just
talking
said
about
it was- I just said this
You
nigga
trying to
was
shit on
boom
Wu Tang
bat.
like Wu Tang ain't good though, bro. He's like Wu Tang like bro. What's wrong with that?
That
What's wrong
means
with
he's
that?
boom bat.
I like
That
all
Wu-Tang-
types. I like boom. I like all that, bro. So it
That
don't.
Wu-Tang,
Yeah.
that
36
trash.
See, no, hey, Douglas will not be joining us on our next podcast.
Hey, Wu-Tang, that album trash.
You know what? Method Man gonna come and smack you something serious.
I'm sorry.
I don't think none of them have a bad album, but it's just like personal preference.
And
Like,
that's why I agree. Personally, we ain't gonna shit on like. Come on,
some
bro.
people like rap music that's just like Future, you know what I'm
Right.
saying, easy to listen to, but like a lot of people. That's why a lot of people say Drake. I mean not Drake, but J. Cole is trash. It's like, bro, he's not trash. You just
He's
don't
different.
fit-
Yeah.
you don't fit
Vibe
that
with him.
Not your
demographic.
vibe.
That's
Yeah.
just the
Yeah,
vibe.
you just
So
didn't
I don't
vibe
think
with
there is no. I don't think there's any trash music in the world. It's just if you like it or not.
True.
Because I hate country, but I'm not gonna say country is shitty because country people sell out
Definitely venues.
venues, stadiums.
Stadiums, yeah. And
So I'm not gonna say that it's trash. It's just not something I would listen to.
yeah. I mean, now back to the Kendrick Lamar thing. If you had to delete one's catalog and listen to the other ones forever, who you got, Drake or Kendrick? No, we ain't gonna say the catalog. We gonna say one album. What do you think is Kendrick's best album?
Good Kid, Mad City.
Who do you think?
Same
Good Kid.
thing.
We all agree. Good Kid, Mad City.
Better
Kendrick's
than
best.
any Drake
Okay,
album.
so whoa, okay. What do you think is Drake's best album?
In my opinion,
Dang.
that's tough. I would say probably nothing was the same.
Nothing. Same here. Nothing was the same. Who do you got, Thompson?
Man, I'm gonna have to. I gotta go. I think I'm gonna go with that.
Nothing was the same.
I got Thank Me Later.
Thank Me Later. So nothing was the same out. Beats Thank Me Later. I'm not saying we're not gonna count, but going because we doing one album. Now, if you had to delete one forever, not even you guys had to listen to, but you had to delete one forever. That one never exists. Who you got? Good Kid, Mad City, or Nothing Was the Same?
I got Good
Nothing
Kid,
was
Mad
the
City.
same.
Nothing was the same.
That I like to listen to more is nothing was the same. But Good Kid, Mad City has a bigger staple as far as like everybody knows it for how good it is. But like something that I would personally listen to for a long time, I would listen to Nothing Was the Same.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna go Good Kid, Mad.
I'm going
Nothing Was the
Good
Same in
Kid,
my
Mad
opinion.
City.
That's Drake's only classic. I don't think I think Nothing Was the Same is a way better album and it's a classic. But if I had to pick one to go, I'm going Good Kid, Mad City because the way Kendrick structured that whole album, for that to be your first big commercial album, you talk about shooting 100% from the field. I don't know too many guys who have done that in their whole
Also,
career.
what makes Kendrick great is how many guys have a great first album and don't do anything. The albums after that suck.
It's hard to beat top that.
It's hard to top your first album if it goes crazy.
I mean, that nigga got Jay-Z on his first album. He got a verse from Jay on his first album, and that's hard to do. Jay ain't just giving motherfuckers gems like that. Like, he was on his album. And so then I look at it this way. Do y'all like To Pimp a Butterfly?
Yeah.
I do.
I hate it.
Yeah.
I hate To Pimp a Butterfly.
Why?
I don't like it at all. I think Kendrick, and I don't want to, man, this is going to sound fucked up. But I think Kendrick was taking advantage of the situation we were in. Because remember, 2015, that's when...
He made the album so pro-black.
Exactly.
Away from the music part, it's more like a message.
Exactly, and that's why I want to appreciate it as. I want to appreciate it as a message versus an album. And because I hear people, because I tell people that I don't like To Pimp, but I think it was trash. People say, "Whoa, talking about ain't you Mr. Pro Black? What you mean you don't like to?" It's like I don't like it from the musical aspect, and I think you put it in perfect terms. It was more of a message versus music. It just happened to have instrumentals behind it in the message. So I hate To Pimp a Butterfly, but I understand the importance it is. Oh, my man got a risky text. That man got a booty video.
Oh, man.
A booty fit. But anyway, we ain't gonna get into that. We gonna get into we gonna get into tires way later in this stuff. We gonna talk about tires.
Oh yeah, stay tuned.
Oh yeah, we got some case studies on this brother right here. we have to call Dr. Umar in for him, low key. But yeah, so I mean with music, it's just like, that's why I love talking about music. Like we could talk a whole hour just on music. So I'm not gonna keep this for too long because we about to hit the 30-minute mark just on the music. I think we might have spent more time on that than we did on anything else in here. But yeah, music, man, that's just something we can always talk about because we all love music. But yeah, I mean, as far as lately, yeah, those have been my guys in rotation. I don't really get into it. We got way off topic, but yeah, I mean, yeah, we all got eclectic, taste in music, and I think that, music can get better. I mean, some of it is repetitive. I will admit that. Some of it is repetitive, but
People don't realize artists don't always want to make the same shit, but if the same shit's selling, like people always make fun. Why do Baby make the same music? Because everybody eats it up.
bro,
broke, don't fix
the
it.
same two-step kick. Boom, boom, boom. It's like, bro, you about to blow my
Like-
speaker, bro.
Everyone's like, why does Drake make the same shit? Because y'all eat it up every time. Why would he
Right.
make something different and y'all hate it? And
That's
y'all
guaranteed
talk about it?
$100K first week. Why
Because
not?
everyone's attention span in the music industry is so short. Like, somebody make a song and it's a wave, and after that, the same nigga started that wave, everybody jumps on it, and then once it go out the window, that nigga don't exist no more.
Exactly.
Right.
Like, I mean, rest in peace, one of my favorite new artists, Pop Smoke. A lot of people say
Yeah.
he just rode a drill wave. Now, do you think he had any longevity in it? We will never know because he's passed on. But
I think he would have.
You do?
Because he made on his new albums. I mean, his new album, like, it's not just straight drill music.
Crazy sound like this. I think he was reincarnation of 50.
Oh, for sure.
I really think he's a reincarnation.
Even 50 is saying himself. Like, I love Pop Smoke. I looked at Pop Smoke and it's exactly like me. Young hood nigga from New York, was talented. He was gonna be doing acting and shit like that. He was doing a lot of shit.
Man, it just sucks how the good ones go, man. When they ain't go, they get taken away from us, you know. And that's why it goes back to the point of we gotta stop putting bullets in each other, man. It's not worth it. There's no win-win situation in that. But yeah, so I mean, like I said, we can talk about music forever. We gonna get off this topic. We're probably gonna wrap this up pretty soon. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and we gonna start getting to the wrap-up section of it. All right, fellas. So final thoughts. I mean, this is technically the first episode, the pilot episode. We're gonna see how the folks receive it. How do y'all feel? Just generally, like, how do y'all feel about it?
I think it's good. I mean, we talk about all the same shit in the group message, so I feel like a lot of people can relate to us. I would say younger generation because I don't think the older demographic is going to relate because they already know more than we know. So they can be sounding like completely.
Probably just laughing at us like, look at these little
these young niggas.
Man.
Back in my day,
They don't know nothing.
I hate that shit.
Man.
Nah, I think it's good because, I mean, everybody can relate. We all young black men, you know what I'm saying? We all go through the same shit. You know what I'm saying? Even if you're not black and you go through some shit, maybe you can get a good laugh out of this shit.
Right, yeah. It's supposed to be therapy. For me,
Right.
For me, it's therapy, you know.
Now, I would say for me, man, it's definitely an outlet. It's definitely some therapy. It's definitely a way to talk and get thoughts out, especially with, close friends and then other people watching. So I definitely like it, man. I do a lot of thinking on my own, and then like they said, we talk in the group message too. So it's always good to get some type of content out and get different perspectives out as well.
It ain't gonna always be no ratchet shit either. I mean, we get
we
get ratchet here and there, but we gonna talk about some real shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That applies to everyday life, whether it's like business or, you know what I'm saying, little things like starting up our own stuff or where we want to be in life and goals that we have, family, career, all that type of stuff. So.
And I believe everyone can learn from everyone. Like, it doesn't always have to be an elder talking to someone younger. Like, everyone can learn from everyone.
Yeah.
And I want people to get out of that thinking that, I have to be 50 years in and tell you about, bro, like, you can learn something for us, bro. Yeah, my mama asked me to check her emails still. Keys, how me check my emails? Son, I think I deleted something. Oh, the picture's gone. Like, no, it's not, mom. It's moved to your deleted folder. Just don't press this button. Oh, okay. Thank you. Just stuff like that. So, I mean, I like that because we can all learn from everyone. You want that anything, Doug?
Yeah, it's just good for us to get our thoughts out and everything. Like I it's my fault. I'm stumbling.
No, it's all good. No, it's all good, bro. It's like, hey, this is raw, bro. We real and raw.
Man, it's just a good way for us to get our thoughts out, man. Good for everybody to just hear something positive, get a good laugh, and if something in this offends you, you know what I'm saying, before you get offended, listen to the whole message. Like, don't just hear one line, and then cut it off and then start ranting. Like, listen to the whole thing.
All right,
man. That's the one thing I don't want to have to deal with. But I know if this ever does get to a point to where we get a pretty wide audience, I know it's gonna happen, and we'll be prepared. We're adults. We understand. Hell, we see it on social media every day. Now we ain't got no PR team.
You can't make everybody happy.
Exactly, bro. Exactly, and if it ain't for you, cool. You ain't gotta listen. And I'm not trying to be
a lot of shit that ain't for me, but I don't give a damn what y'all do.
Exactly. Like, as long as you ain't hurt me or taking it out of my hands, we good. Like, you stay over there, I stay over here. But yeah, I mean, I just want to thank everyone. I want to thank my brothers. I consider y'all like my brothers. We got this together. This is something we had thought about for a while. It was just one of those things where it's like, shoot, when do we actually do it? So it's like, you know what? If we don't do it.
Niggas just had to buckle down and go buy the shit.
Right? Hey, bro.
Niggas is so cheap.
Hey, I'm just saying.
Don't want to get a mic or nothing.
I know I said. I know I said earlier, look, y'all in the pandemic, we in the pandemic. Nah, bro. We right there with y'all. We struggling, bro. We just young black men trying to find our way. But again, I want to say thank y'all to y'all. This really is good. I feel good about this. Like, even if we don't get 1 million plus listeners, cool. I just enjoy doing this. And even if we don't do it as often as a weekly basis, bi-weekly, or however we do it, I enjoy it. It's therapy for me. And, I think another thing at some point we're going to touch on is mental health. And I think that, we don't talk about that enough as black men. Yeah.
Sports, stuff like that. We're going to have a special guest on here. So
especially when we say special, we use that term real loosely. There's usually some homies from around the way that we just be all vibing with.
But, we're going to have some older, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're going to have some OGs in here. Yeah, just kick that real knowledge. Like, some that can really tell you, hey, y'all young whippersnappers really don't know. It's that we want to believe ourselves that we know it all. But, again, I want to say thank you for all that's listening. We appreciate it very much. Again, this is the podcast about nothing.
Hopefully we can. I think right now we're just probably gonna put it on YouTube because it's the easiest, direct to consumer platform right now. But if we ever somehow do get a Spotify, Apple deal,
you can upload your podcast just right up to Apple.
For real?
Yeah.
Hey man, that's it. Everyone learns from everyone. So
for sure.
peep us on Apple too. Go ahead and get the little podcast and little purple podcast out
It's already on the app. It's
okay.
It's
So
for
join
on there. You can't delete it. Nothing.
Hey, it's right there. Hey, that 2 gigs is staying right there, man. You can't get rid of that. But so yeah, I mean, so check us out. We will also be on YouTube. Once I figure this out, I'll put it on Apple too, so you can listen to it on Apple. Again, thank you all. I can't say thank you enough. I am grateful for this. I am your host, even though we all really co-hosted, but the main voice you probably hear is mine because I just love to talk. But that's it. What's so funny? Man, bro, you ain't left yet. But anyway, so yeah, again, that's it for me. I'm Ron, Douglas, and Tyus. Signing out. Y'all have a good one. Thank you.